Unauthorized practitioners are individuals who offer assistance with immigration matters without the necessary legal authorization. These practitioners operate outside official channels and often take advantage of the trust of individuals seeking immigration help. It's very important to raise awareness about this issue to protect individuals from falling victim to unauthorized practitioners, also referred as UAPs. Joining us today is Howard Brown, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Howard, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Tina. It's my pleasure.
So, Howard, what are some common tactics used by UAPs to attract clients?
Well, some of the common tactics that I've found used by UAPs or ghost consultants, as they're most commonly referred to, is they offer guarantees of success. That's something that we can't do as regulated immigration consultants. They offer a fast track process. Sometimes they aggressively advertise in communities with high immigrant populations, using culturally tailored messages to build trust. Another common tactic is they provide misleading or false information about their qualifications. So they will say that they are licensed. As a matter of fact, I had someone who used my R number advertising that they were licensed consultants when they were not. So these are very common tactics that I've found being used by these ghosts.
So, what are the potential risks and consequences for individuals, who are seeking assistance from these UAPs?
Well, we try in our practice to warn persons that if you're receiving incorrect or misleading advice, this can lead to a rejection of your application. It could lead to a loss of your status and even worse, deportation. Sometimes you miss critical deadlines or you fail to meet the application requirements. And that's because these ghost consultants or UAPs do not have the knowledge, and they also are sometimes very negligent, right? Another risk could be, if you have limited recourse. If you're out of status, if you've missed an application deadline, and worst of all, if you receive a deportation notice, you have no one to complain to because you'd use somebody who sometimes is not even in the country and who is not licensed.
Yes. So, how prevalent is the issue of UAPs, you think, and what are the factors that contribute to its persistence?
Well, I think Canada is a very popular destination, and one of the reasons or the factors that is generating this large volume of UAPs is the fact that there's a high demand for Canada. And some of the persistent factors that I've found, again, due to the high demand of services, combined with the complexity of the immigration laws and procedures, this creates an opportunity for someone who would probably just go on the IRCC website, read something and go, oh, I can make a business out of this, right? I think also a lack of awareness and understanding among immigrant communities about the importance of seeking assistance from authorized professionals leads to these persistence in the problems or the factors that we have mentioned. Another thing is the cultural and language barriers that make immigrants more susceptible to trusting individuals, who exploit shared ethnic or cultural ties. So if I'm from a particular community and I speak a particular language, then I'm more inclined to believe you because you look like me, you sound like me. Sometimes you're from the same community. So automatically, you're somebody that I should trust. And persons seize on these factors and persist with the false information that they provide.
Well, Howard, thank you so much for joining us today and thank you for sharing such important facts with us.
Thank you, Tina. It was a pleasure to speak about this very important topic. Thank you.